Have you ever noticed that blue animals are incredibly rare? You won't find blue tigers, blue squirrels, or blue dogs. Even blue whales, despite their name, aren't truly blue. While nature is bursting with an array of colors, blue remains one of the most elusive. But when animals do display blue, they often look stunning, almost otherworldly. Nature doesn't do halfway with blue, so why is blue so uncommon? To understand this mystery, we need to explore evolution, chemistry, and some fascinating physics. But first, let's take a look at butterflies. Because, let's be honest, butterflies are awesome. And if you don't think so, you're wrong. At the National Museum of Natural History in Washington, D.C., according to a curator of Lepidoptera, the group that includes butterflies and moths, butterflies are nothing short of amazing. Unlike most moths, which are nocturnal, butterflies evolved to be active during the day. And if you're active in daylight, you gain a significant advantage. You can use light to communicate. Butterflies are among the most colorful insects, often displaying bright, intricate patterns. These colors serve a purpose. They send messages like, "I'm toxic," or "This is my territory." But not all butterfly colors are created the same way. If we zoom in on a butterfly wing, we see that its colors come from thousands of tiny scales. That's actually where the name Lepidoptera comes from. Lepis means scale, and pteron means wing. The reds, oranges, yellows, and browns in butterfly wings come from pigments. These pigments are molecules that absorb certain wavelengths of light and reflect others, giving the wing its color. Black scales absorb all colors, making them appear black. The interesting thing is that butterflies, and in fact all animals, including us, don't manufacture these pigments from scratch. Instead, they come from what we eat. You may have heard about flamingos. They're born gray, but turn pink because their diet contains carotenoids from the shrimp and algae they consume. Essentially, their color is determined by their food. But this isn't the case for blue. Blue doesn't come from pigment, at least not in most cases. If you change the angle from which you look at a blue butterfly wing, you'll notice something unusual. The shade shifts and shimmers, almost like a hologram. This happens because there's no actual blue pigment in the wing. Wait, so blue butterflies aren't really blue? That's right. Their color comes from the structure of their wings, not from pigment. The best example is the blue morpho butterfly, one of the most strikingly beautiful butterflies on Earth. It even became the butterfly emoji. But the blue morpho's wings don't contain a single molecule of blue pigment. Instead, their color is a trick of physics. If we look very closely at a blue morpho's wing, we see that its scales are covered in tiny ridges. These ridges, when examined under a powerful microscope, resemble miniature Christmas trees. The way these structures are arranged determines how light interacts with them. Here's how it works. When light hits the wing, some of it bounces off the top surface, while some passes through and reflects off the lower surfaces. For most colors, the waves of light interfere with each other and cancel out. But blue light has the perfect wavelength to align with the structure, reinforcing itself and reaching our eyes. It's like a microscopic hall of mirrors that selectively amplifies blue light while canceling out all other colors. To make the blue even more vivid, a layer at the base of the scale absorbs stray red and green light, ensuring that only the most intense blue remains visible. This effect, called structural coloration, is why blue morphos shimmer so beautifully. It also explains why, if we submerge their wings in alcohol, which changes how light bends, the blue completely disappears until the alcohol evaporates and the blue returns. You might be wondering, what about bluebirds, like blue jays or peacocks? Surely they must have blue pigment, right? Nope. Just like butterflies, their color comes from microscopic structures. If you hold a blue jay feather up to the light and look through it, the blue vanishes. That's because their feather structures scatter blue light while canceling out other wavelengths. Unlike butterflies, whose structures are highly organized, bird feathers have more of a random foam-like arrangement, which results in a uniform blue color from every angle. Peacock tail feathers use yet another type of structure, one that's more crystalline and ordered, which is why their colors appear extra vibrant and shift depending on the viewing angle. Even some mammals, like certain monkeys, exhibit blue skin. But once again, this color comes from the way light interacts with microscopic structures, not from blue pigment. And even your blue eyes? Same thing. The color isn't due to blue pigment. It's the result of the way light scatters inside, the iris. Across all known vertebrates, birds, mammals, reptiles, not a single one produces a true blue pigment naturally. The vibrant blues we see in nature almost always result from the interplay of light and microscopic structures rather than actual pigmentation. However, there is one extraordinary exception in the insect world, a rare group of butterflies called olive wings. Unlike their iridescent cousins that rely on structural coloration, these butterflies have accomplished something unique, evolving a genuine blue pigment, an achievement incredibly rare in nature. Scientists were astonished to discover this true blue pigment in olive wings, as it defies the conventional rules of coloration in the animal kingdom. Unlike other blue creatures that use structural light manipulation, these butterflies contain specialized biochemical compounds that directly generate the blue hue. The precise molecular composition and evolutionary pathway of this pigment remain an active area of research, making the olive wings a fascinating subject for further scientific study. Not only are these butterflies rare, but their discovery raises important questions. How did they develop this unique ability? What evolutionary pressures led to this breakthrough? Could other animals one day evolve similar pigmentation? As researchers delve deeper into these questions, the olive wings stand as a testament to the complexity and wonder of evolution. Rare glimpse at nature's ability to defy its own established patterns. So, why is blue so rare? Scientists believe the answer lies in evolutionary history. Millions of years ago, some animals evolved the ability to see blue light, but they lacked the biochemical pathways to create blue pigments. Since inventing an entirely new pigment from scratch would be incredibly complex, evolution found an easier workaround, modifying microscopic structures to manipulate light instead. Essentially, nature solved a biology problem with an engineering solution. The beauty of blue in nature has fascinated scientists for centuries. In the 1600s, Robert Hooke observed peacock feathers through an early microscope and wrote that their colors were only fantastical ones. Even Isaac Newton noted that something unusual was happening with blue hues. Since then, generations of scientists have continued to study and marvel at these remarkable natural tricks. Blue may be rare in nature, but when it does appear, it's nothing short of breathtaking. It serves as a reminder that evolution often finds the most ingenious solutions to seemingly impossible problems. So next time you see a blue butterfly, a blue bird, or even someone with blue eyes, remember that you're witnessing a natural masterpiece, one shaped not by pigment, but by the fundamental physics of light. Thanks for reading. Stay curious and keep exploring the wonders of the natural world. If you enjoyed this exploration into the mysteries of color in nature, consider subscribing to our channel for more fascinating science content. Have a topic you'd love to see covered? Drop your suggestions in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.